and welcome to this short presentation on wikis. When I say the term wiki, many of you may be thinking, exactly what is a wiki? Well, a wiki is a website that allows multiple people to edit pages. As this specific page you're looking at says, simply put, wikis enable anyone and everyone to create content online while using easy and understandable tools. Probably the most famous wiki that many of us are familiar with is Wikipedia, the online encyclopedia that was created from users all around the globe. So it isn't very surprising that schools K through 12 are taking advantage of the opportunities for collaborative construction that wikis provide. I would like to take just a moment and have us watch a quick video on how wikis work.
These four friends are going on a camping trip. They need to bring the right supplies because they're backpacking. The group needs to plan and plan well, so coordination is key. They're all computer users, so they start planning with an email. It starts with one, but then becomes a barrage. Email is not good at coordinating and organizing a group's input. This is the old way. Boo! The important information is scattered across everyone's inbox. This isn't coordination. Let's start over. There is a better way. It requires using a website called a wiki. Using a wiki, the group can coordinate their trip better. This is the new way. Yay! Most wikis work the same. They make it easy for everyone to change what appears on a web page with the click of a button. It's as easy as erasing a word and rewriting it. The buttons are really important. There are two that are essential. They are edit and save, and they are always used together. Let's see them in action. Here are our camping friends, and this is a wiki website. Like all wikis, it has an edit button. Clicking this button transforms the web page into a document. All you have to do is click it, and the web page becomes a document ready for editing. Editing the page means you can add or remove words or change how they look, just like writing a letter. Once you're finished editing, you click save and the document becomes a web page once again and is ready for the next person to edit it. Easy. Edit, write, and save. Using this process, a group can coordinate more easily. Let's apply this to our camping friends who need to bring the right supplies. Mary signs up for a wiki site and then sees the new site for the first time. She clicks the edit button to get started. She creates two lists for camping, what we have and what we need. Under We Have, she lists the things she will bring, a cooler, stove, and flashlight. Under We Need, she lists items that others need to bring, compass, lighter, water, and food. She finishes the process by clicking Save, and the website now has lists for the camping trip. Now it's John's turn. John visits the wiki website, clicks Edit, and the page becomes a document ready for him to make changes. John volunteers to bring food and water, so he moves those to the Have column. He also realizes the group will need a knife and rope. Once he's finished, he clicks Save, and the wiki is ready for the next person. Henry visits the wiki, clicks Edit, and he can edit the page. He remembers they need a tent. Henry saves the page, and the wiki is ready for Frank. Frank edits the page and agrees to bring the remaining items, completing the process. Frank saves the page and realizes something awesome. The group has created the perfect camping list without email. Yay! But wait, one thing is missing. They need a location for the campsite. The wiki can help with this too, but another page is needed. John visits the wiki and clicks Edit to edit the page. He types in the word locations and highlights it. He then clicks the link button. This changes the word locations into a link to a new page. John clicks Save, and next, Frank visits the wiki and sees the list and the link to the new page. He clicks on the locations link and arrives at the new page. This new page enables the group to use the same edit, write, save process to coordinate locations. This process can be repeated over and over. These three buttons, edit, save, and link, make it possible to organize a great camping trip or create the world's biggest encyclopedia. You can sign up for your own wiki at these websites, PBWiki, WebPaint, or Wikispaces. I'm Leela Fever, and this has been Wikis in Plain English on the Common Craft Show.
Now that we have an understanding of what wikis are, one thing that we may want to take a look at is where do I sign up or begin to create a wiki space for myself. There are three specific, four areas actually that I'd like to outline for you. There's wiki spaces, PBWorks, WebPaint, and Wikia. Now if you click on the link that we find here, and let me take one moment and slide this screen up here to show you that at http colon with 2 forward slashes dtools at wikispaces.com/wiki is where I found this information. And I love this particular chart here because it gives a comparison between the top 3 sites that we were just discussing right here. Let me move the screen over for you again. And as you're looking here, there are two particular ones. It's called a wiki matrix right here about comparing them all. It talks about PBWiki, WebPaint Wiki, and if you slide over a little further, you'll also get wiki space. What I liked about this particular site for you as you're investigating which particular one you'd like to use is it gives you the URL, and then as you begin to scroll down through here, it identifies the features, the security, the type of support, and the different features and links. And I'm scrolling very fast here so that you get an idea of what this particular site has to offer for you. Now as I am on this distance education site, and we talked just for a second about the free sites right here that we just explored so that you don't have to invest out-of-pocket money. We learned about wikis in plain English, but it also talks about the importance of using wikis in the classroom. One thing I'd like to just take one quick minute and talk about some of the examples of the way wikis could be used in our classroom. Wikis are an incredible and flexible tool. And here's some ideas of how you might use them. You could begin to create your own adventures, creating an online text for your classroom. You could have your students use a wiki to publish information about a topic they're investigating. You could create an online presence for your school, digital portfolios for students, or collaborative opportunities between classes in the school, around the school, or even across the world. Now there's a particular site that I would like to take you out to right now, and it's called Teachers First, and it's a wiki walkthrough. I found this site really helpful in wanting to revisit some ideas about a wiki. What I really enjoyed here is, what is a wiki? A little bit larger example of what a wiki is. A wiki is a website that lets any visitor become a participant. Again, it's about creating and editing the sites without any real technical knowledge or tool. All that you're going to need is a computer and an internet connection. It's always under revision, and it's a living collaboration. And we've already talked a little bit about Wikipedia. So let's talk about who uses it. Wikis are used in the real world for people collaborating on projects or trying to share things online, such as a family or technical information. But K-12, we can begin to start looking at it for ways for students to begin to create evidence of learning and begin to be creative and innovative in their different uses of media in the classroom. A question often comes out about what's the difference between a wiki and a blog. Well, with a blog, you use posts and you make comments. And while your commenting or postings are open to members of the blog, no one is able to change a comment or a post that's made by another. The difference here is a wiki has an open structure that will allow others to change, as you saw on the video, what one person has written. Now, the openness may trump an individual opinion. It actually, as we talk about some of the drawbacks of it, is it also might not be accurate, hasn't been vetted. So when working with these in a K-12 setting, we need to make sure that someone monitors or moderates the wiki so that students are getting appropriate information that is accurate. So how do I use these wikis in my class? Being a science focus here, I want to talk to you about some of the ideas you could use for science. Science students could make a glossary or a vocabulary of scientific terms and then link to illustrations and definitions and begin to grow different definitions, not only of vocabulary but of larger concepts and overarching ideas. They can link to separate pages and allow the main glossary list to stay short. You could work on taxonomy of living things that you're doing, design experiments and have comments and changes to what happened as a class, observations from field sites or the state, or collaboration from other schools. It also talks about you can have an illustrated and detailed description of the process, such as how mountains are formed. Physics wiki for those wicked long problems so that they can collaborate on how to solve them. There are also teacher wikis that are available on this particular site, and this is for teachers looking to collaborate with teachers, so it's not limited to just student learning, but also for the idea that teachers can learn from each other. So I invite you to take a look, and I'm going to scroll this up here. It is found at http:// on teachersfirst.com. And now I'll let you take a moment so that you can jot down this particular website for you. Now as I go back to our distant education site, there are also a variety of websites on how you can use wikis in the classroom, and they all are identified right here in the center that you could take a few minutes and explore those. There's also examples of educational wikis and spaces that you could go out to explore how other teachers or institutions or agencies have used wikis in their classroom, and take a peek at what some of the other educators are doing around the community. So I wish you luck, and I invite you to give a try on creating your own wiki space in your classroom, maybe just for one particular unit that you're starting on, and engage student learning. Good luck to you.